Hey there everybody, it's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Power Plants, coming from Kids Table Board Games and designer Adam Dalton. 1 to 5 players in about 30 minutes. Every wizard in the neighborhood knows that the best spell components are grown fresh. Unfortunately, there is just one particular plot of fertile soil in the area that is the best for growing magical plants. Everyone agrees to share the garden, but you have a plan. Your loyal team of sprites will use the powers of the plants to infiltrate the garden as it grows, so that when everything is in full bloom, the most potent patches will belong to you. 1. Add a patch. 2. Sprout or grow. 3. Tame the garden. All right, well, this has the look of a bit of an abstract style game with a vibrant color palette, as you tend to see with Kids Table Board Games. Their games tend to always look fantastic and generally have very nice components as well. So let's take a look inside here and see what there is to see. Looks like there's a lot of stuff. Let's start with the rule book. You are a wizard. You are growing a shared garden of magical plants with your rivals. At the end of the game, you'll score for the gems you've gathered, special plant scoring, and most importantly, the value of the fields you control. Larger fields are worth more. Control more patches to control the field, with lower number patches breaking ties. There is also a training mode here that they talk about. So here's our illustrated list of components on the left side here, and our step-by-step setup for the game. Take turns, beginning with the starting player and going clockwise. You're going to take turns until the bag is empty. Shortly after that, the game will end with scoring. Your turn is going to have 3 simple steps. 1, add a patch. 2, sprout or grow. 3, draw a patch. And that's it. The rules could not be more simple. Now, I'm sure that the decision space is going to be a bit more involved than the rule book. But you have basically these 3 steps you're going to do, and then it looks like the sprout or grow is going to be the part that has the most involved aspect to it, and stuff to know about patches and powers, because it looks like there's special powers that come along with this as well. There's the end game, as we mentioned before, how that's going to work. And then here is the scoring, okay? Looks like there's a step-by-step process on how you're going to score the game, and a field scoring chart here as well. Talk about some game terms you'll see on the cards and some alternate plant cards to change things up. And then finally, that training mode that I mentioned a moment ago. All right, well, let me tell you, there's a lot of big, chunky wooden components. Now, I imagine that this is a deluxe version of the game. I would imagine that there are some standard versions of the game that come with cardboard rather than these big, chunky wooden pieces. But this is the version we have, and so this is what I'm going to show. So here you can see a couple of those blue patches. I will probably not take the others out of the bags, just so you can see them. Here are some black patches. Let's dump all of these out. There's a lot of these. Red. These are all screen printed, as you can clearly see there. Even through the bags, you can see that. And here's our orange. And here's our green. And here's our dark green. And here's our yellow. All right. Whole bunch of wooden bits. Look at all these. Little fairies, I believe. Very cute. We've got a number of plastic bags and then a very large drawstring bag that you're going to be pulling those patches out of, I would imagine. So we've got some interesting shaped cards here. Let's take a look at these. All right. Backs are all kind of there, the same. You can see the logo of the game. So these are the different powers, I imagine, because you've got some alternate cards. Got it. Oh, let me get that out of the glare a little bit better for you. All right, so all of the different powers and then the alternate powers as well. I don't remember exactly where we started, if I'm honest with you, but we'll just kind of flip through a little bit. I think we started there. Okay. we've also got some nice player aids cards here. These are great. Looks like it has almost the whole rule book that you need right there, with the sprout power and the glow power, and then the gameplay right there, and then the alternate plants on the back, and also your scoring. So really, once you get the general gist of the game, you got everything you need right there in front of you, which is very nice. And then there's also a solo mode here as well that you can, looks like you're playing against a mole. All right. Can't trust those moles, apparently. And looks like here are some scoring tokens as well. Some perfectly nice cardboard scoring tokens that we're going to live right there in the bottom of the box for the time being. All right, well, as I said a moment ago, I assume that this is probably a deluxe edition of the game. But regardless, it is certainly lovely looking, and I am intrigued. Color me intrigued by Power Plants. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.